Hit start, because we're already like, I think a few minutes into qualifying at this point. It is this bad, like we were late for qualifying even. Okay, where's race net info? Where is the info for this event? Ah, there. Right. Okay, we have the necessary info now. Did I forget to open this? No, I did not forget to open Steam. I did it the right way. Okay. Launch ACC. And we can pull up the overlay and all of that stuff. I mean, it will be interesting to see how competitive the field is against us. Likely not that competitive. And yeah, we shall see. Also, I'm still streaming to the backup server because I forgot to switch that profile. Also, just finish off setting up. Wait, I think I haven't popped the chat out, have I? Oh yeah, I forgot to do that yet. Right, I forgot to do that actually. Chat. Otherwise I don't have any chat. You know, not the end of the world. Frankly, but like, you know, I try. Usually nothing of value is lost. Right, no. Serious talk. Yeah, we're gonna obviously go with this one. Although she hasn't been particularly active with this, you know, character. We should perhaps switch to a different one. According to this. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, there it is. Perfect. And, yeah, they're on qualifying in about 10 minutes in. As I predicted. Unfortunately, got off predictions at times. This is my usual overlay. Okay, perfect. Perfectly placed and all of that. Color written arms. So, I think I have raced on this circuit before with the Maserati, but obviously prior to 1.9. Yeah, so it's been a hot minute. There's another some March even. Yeah. 50 liters roughly. Yeah, I probably want to go click down on the rear suspension, softening it a bit. We're gonna click more rear wing. Temperatures, not too extreme. Hello there, I hope you are having a nice day. God, I'm so sorry. Alright, yeah, I think pressures are gonna be also fine. Alright, let's get into it. We don't have forever. Putting my gloves right now. A bit of space behind me right now. Perfect. What else am I gonna do? Creepy laughs. I don't think that was particularly creepy. I think mine is a bit weird at times, but I think I have different laughs. Depends.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
That's a bit much lockup. I feel like I might need to go down on the brake pressure. Make it a bit easier to drive. I guess I'm a bit used to the McLaren where you can just like, you have to stop on the brakes and just pray to God that the thing slows down. This is quite a bit different in a lot of ways. Quite a lot of corners you can just... Oh no! I saw a massive spike there in terms of dropped frames. There was like... You must have lost a... I don't know how much. Like a few seconds there. Just gone. Wiped out. I have no clue what caused that. We might have to do... Oh yeah, we would continue to drop frames. Today I guess it's dropped frame time. Yesterday it was... Other things not working. Yesterday it was YouTube bugging out. Today it is on the YouTube on the output end dropping out, and today it's my connection to YouTube dropping. Why am I wearing these socks every stream? Well, I'm wearing different pairs of them at times. Although I did get called out once for wearing a pair a few too many sessions. Yeah, I don't have to admit not washing them regularly enough. Like, I only race in them, effectively. I don't even do anything particularly else. Besides that, my frames are just going right now out of the freaking window. I think it's not constant. It seems it pauses and then drops again a bunch. So yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that. Let's see if we'll put the car on pole already this lap. But we're against a bunch of rookies, ranked drivers here, so there's a chance we've already put the car on pole. I don't want to sound arrogant, but like, there's a chance. There's a chance also I get my ass completely handed here tonight, so... Either one would be perfectly fine. Well, nah, not perfectly fine. I would prefer to win, but you know... My expectations are... either two outcomes. I don't expect any in between. Where are we placing? We're not fastest, not even by a fucking long shot. Jesus! We're not even close. Holy hell, those Alpines are just so broken that even a rookie can just utterly dominate with them. I see how it is. But yeah, we've already lost like 1,000 frames as dropped frames. It's not good. YouTube hates me. Seems last night and then today now. I'm gonna see if resetting the swapping input protocol and server is gonna change anything. Why is there an Alpine? Last time I checked there was no Alpine signed up. I guess there might be a faster driver that decided to also join this and, you know, ruin my fun in beating a bunch of slower drivers up. But, you know, deciding that he needs to have the fun. But man, how many seconds I'm actually off the pace as well. Like, holy hell, I'm like 3 or 4 seconds off. Yes, I'm bringing a Maserati, but you know. I would expect to at least be, you know, within a few seconds of people. Within a second or so. Like I'm with the McLaren. But I guess GT4 BOP is just so shit that you can't have fun. Like, yeah, I need another, like, 7/10 or so to, like, get... No, not 7/10, I'm actually misread that. I need 1.2 seconds to get all the, Genettas. It is this bad. I don't think that's in this lap, like, I know there's a bit in there, I think, but like not that much. Yeah, there's only 6/10 or so in there, it's just not enough. What? Why was there no improvement?
Well done, mate.
Whoa, that was a lag spike. Jesus, my internet is dying. That's clearly my internet then. And then I fucked the entire next lap up completely.
Lap invalidated.
Because of all the lag spike. What is going on with my internet? Why did that happen? That was clearly my internet this time around. Considering the lap didn't update for ages. And then the connection just came back. Oh, I hate the fucking I hate German telecom. They can just be shot. I don't need this stuff. Like, this is not looking great already. And like, boom, a bunch of connection drops. Right, but we're at the end of the session. I can't restart anymore before we start the race. Like, I just can't get away with that. I could try, but like, you know, it's not gonna work. Until the router comes back, it takes too long. Why does this have to happen now? Like, it's fine all day. And well, I didn't use my internet today too much. So like, why is it now failing or something? Right, that looks fine. Maybe it is the repeater, which would be faster to reboot. And if we lose the repeater, it would be fast up, but like not by much. It's still like 2-3 minutes to get it back up. Oh god, why does this have to happen today? Stupid freaking internet connection. Freaking overpowered Alpine drivers that have to ruin everyone's fun. Because, you know, it would be actually balanced if, like, you know, we didn't have this stupid Alpine driver who's like 6/10 faster than me in the middle sector. And like 6/10 in the last sector. I'm actually up there with him and continue to lose frames. This is horrible. Like, yesterday we had issues, but that wasn't my connection. My connection was fine. And today we have like straight up connection issues and it's too late to fix them now. Why? We just have to hope that whatever device it is just like decides to just keep pushing the internet through instead of like dying constantly. And to whoever's like downloading or uploading porn can just stop on my local network finally. But apparently not, because we're just dropping so much. It's like, holy hell. The throughput is just too terrible. But how long do I have now on the grid? 2 minutes. Yeah, that would not be enough to do anything. That's just useless. We're already using HLS as the protocol to send the data, so you know. We're trying. How long is the race actually? It's a 1 hour race with a mandatory pit stop for fuel and... Wait. Is it tire? No, there's no tire change. There's only refueling. Huh. I guess we're then taking enough fuel for the race length. It did say tires, but I guess we don't need to because they didn't configure it correctly. Well then, I guess we're taking enough for the race. I don't know if what would be enough. I'm just guessing 90 liters. That's probably roughly enough. I'm taking an educated guess on this one. We set low amounts here. And we see if we get some of the... get the Genettas at the start and maybe able to pass the Alpine. If we get by any of these guys, then it's gonna be game on again, but like the pace is just not there with this thing. Although we have all the connection problems, so we have to hope that we don't take anyone out with teleporting.
30 seconds.
When did it freeze again? From the time you typed it in to the time that you're telling me, there's probably a sizable chunk of time. Because the last time the frame shot up is a bit ago, actually. I can't! That's the like, I can stop the stream, yes, but like the issue is my network. Because I did have an issue with the server. When I set my fastest lap in qualifying, I could see literally the time of... like, it took like 5 seconds for the timer to go, you've just set your fastest lap of the session. And I was like, huh? So it's very clear that this is not a server problem with the stream, which I could... yeah, which would have been easy to fix. I would have done that in the interim between qualifying and the race. That would have been easily doable, but like restarting the router is just out of the question, and I'm pretty sure that one is acting up again. Which is funny, like it works for weeks perfectly fine, and like I restarted it last week because of the issues I had during the Deep Rock Galactic stream. And suddenly it is acting up again. I mean, I restarted that one and my repeater, actually, so both of them got restarted. None of them should have issues. It's a bit difficult in some ways to diagnose sometimes connection issues. Oh god, that was my connection just now. As you couldn't see, my connection is just occasionally deciding to fucking pack up and die. And all the cars just float off into the distance, and again, what the hell is this? So, as you might be able to take glimpses, it's not the connection, it's not the YouTube in this time doing the fucky wucky, it's my internet doing the fucky wucky. And we have no choice, right, to just try, because otherwise I'm not starting the race, right? I mean, I would perhaps kind of prefer, it's not like looking great today. We're not in a good position, there's a freaking alien and an Alpine in the front, and we came here to meme on some people, and it's looking like I'm getting memed on. You know, not what we intended, right? Oh, come on, guys. Get information. Don't slow down that early. But yeah, we have to just pray that it works, which it did between qualifying and the race. It didn't do another spike, really, after finishing Qualy. Till now, 2 on the formation lap, so we just have to hope it doesn't do it while we're fighting someone, you know? That would be really shit. Because it can put it through, it's just, it will randomly just decide, you know, to eat the packets and just go nom 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 nom, like yummy packets. Oh god. There it was again. It went nom 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 and ate the packets. Ugh. I have a slight thought that would have been the repeater, which, you know, if I hadn't done like the entire qualifying session, I would have been able to fix that in like within 5 minutes, because the repeater reboots relatively quickly.
left. 3 wide.
And there's entirely again.
Left. All clear.
Half my connection eaten. Where's our Alpine actually gone? I kind of lost track of him. Oh yeah, he's behind us suddenly. You could just watch the Ginetta escape. It's surreal. Boy, how dirty they did the Maserati in 1.9. It's surreal. Well, come on, brakes, please. Don't act up. You can see he's not even driving that well. It's like his car just has more grip in the mid corners. And it's like, but that was the domain for my car. Yeah, he's just gone. Like, there's nothing you could do at this point. And there goes my connection again. It's fun stuff defending against people when you're like, you know, your connection is freaking dying every like lap or so. If I drop out of like the top 5, I just retire. It's very simple. Yeah.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
It continues being freaking terrible.
Well done, mate. Personal best. Car on the left. Clear on the left. He's actually dropping back right now. Oh, adorable. Although I think he will lap, he will still run away from me.
Oh man, there were like 3 GT3 cars that decided to all bunch up in the final corner or collectively die together.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap. Yellow flag in sector 3.
And there goes another few frames. Hey Greg, how are you doing? And hello, I don't know, some sort of Slavic language person. Well, probably Russian considering your name. I don't speak your language, and could you please keep it in a language that I understand? I'm so sorry that the stream is utterly not great to watch, because, you know, my internet. German Telecom's best quality is being provided here tonight. Because there's another few frames. Probably specifically that message got eaten there. How ironic. Me ranting about German Telecom and then it immediately starts dropping frames again. Yeah, it's not just the stream, it is also in-game, which is kind of like not great. If I take someone out, I will just retire at that point. I mean, we're not doing too hard for getting beaten up by a Ginetta and there's an Alpine behind us, so it's like, you know, we're not winning over people who are significantly lower ranked than, according to some grid rating, than us. I'm doing, I guess, okay-ish right now. I'm alive? Could be better. Stressed incredibly.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, if we can keep vaguely with the Ginetta in front, then it will be a question of if he takes tires in the pit stop or not, and how much fuel he takes. Because we've fueled most likely till the end of the race. Although my tires won't like this entire thing. But you know, if they can't pass me, then it doesn't matter. I'm just driving in front of them, and it's not like they go. Alpine will get a run on me, really. I mean, he could outbrake me significantly, but you know, that doesn't matter enough. Oh, fucking hell, I keep locking up.
Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Got some light damage on the front of the car.
Well, that's a bunch of positions lost. I'm not giving the stupid Alpine. Because of school? Nah, it's not. I'm not taking school in university. I don't have tests yet. It's been exams, but like some paperwork crap is actually bothering me. Something that should have been done, and it's like it's kind of ominous that it hasn't been done. And I have to basically go to them and ask why the hell this isn't done yet. And hopefully it isn't actually something worse than I'm thinking it could be. Brakes. Yeah, this is not fun, honestly. Boy, the flat spots are bad. I can tell you that. We're only like 12 minutes in and I've already badly flat spotted these tires. I'm not used to driving this car, to say the least. But sure as shit it's slow. But yeah, I mean, we've... And then things are just like going wrong weirdly, like... The issues today with this... Issues yesterday with the stream, issues today with the stream. Issues with the car not stopping today. Me not being able to put a Qualy lap in yesterday, and like today being slow. It's all just stacking up, and like I'm definitely not feeling well. Man, the vibrations, they're not cool. Hahaha. Okay, they have fixed time refueling anyway. Not much to gain from not changing tires. So I probably need to do it. So my car doesn't completely die. I mean, it's currently just dying of pace death. And this is the people are beating me. How embarrassing for me. What has this car become? It's sad. So freaking sad. I was winning with this damn thing in the past. But like, they just nerfed it into the ground. I'll be it will get better for you. Let's hope. Like, if this is just some... Oh yeah, we haven't gotten to doing this yet case of a thing and not just like something worse, it's like... Which I wouldn't put past them, like, you know... If it's just that, it's gonna be fine. If it's not, like, it is quite disastrous. The thing is, that office has only open on like Wednesdays and I think Thursdays, so it's like I have to wait a few more days before I can actually, you know, show up and ask them questions. Oh yeah, you can make up an appointment, and we have like time slots for like Monday. And it's like, yeah, but like by the time I make the appointment and you approve my appointment, it's like it's better for me to just show up on Wednesday in the few opening hours you have. I have this like odd suspicion it's just my I've been too lucky recently with
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
didn't actually expect a GT4 there.
Clear on the right.
Sorry. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, my bad. I wasn't paying fucking attention to my rearview mirror because I wasn't expecting a GT3 to suddenly come by because he got lapped down.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Busy with other things.
Faster car is approaching. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Come on, dude. You had most of the fucking track and you still ran into me. Fucking stupid idiot. What is the other... What was the other Genettas? I'm just getting the positions from the Genettas, but I'm like... being incapable of getting around the circuit without dying. That's funny. But the Alpine has closed all the 5 seconds he lost during the spin and back up to me. And he's not gonna be particularly polite after I effectively turned in on him. I first back. He basically ran me off track on turn 1, I ran him off track on turn 2, and then like we crashed on turn 3. Yeah, but I have absolutely no I'll get that and then we'll get back to cheerful. It's like, am I ever actually cheerful? I think I'm not really ever.
Car on the left. Faster car is approaching. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Hello internet, would you kindly communicate and not stop teleporting him forward and back but simultaneously?
Clear on the right.
Could you kindly just decide where the hell this guy is?
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Faster car coming up behind you.
I mean, you did the same thing to me in the previous corner, so we're not like debating too much. Also, I had no clue where the fuck everything was dealing with all the GT3s around. Like, first lap. Yeah, I mean, I'm struggling right now way worse than I was usually. For some reason, the brakes are locking up way more on the front than it did prior to 1.9. I mean, this is a setup I think predating 1.9 by a bit, but not by much. I think he just butchered my guy, and it's like... I definitely thought about quitting some racing due to this entire thing. Because I drove this car for like a year religiously and they just killed it.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Fucking stupid Alpine driver. I mean, I did turn in a bit on him, but like, it's still fucking annoying to drive against that guy. And the pit window is still not open. God, we're gonna have a tiny ass pit window. I just want to get off these tires at this point, god damn it. Like, the thing is so badly flat spot. I've never been to this point. I've never flat spotted any tire set this badly in this game. I've driven this car for a year. Over a year, basically, religiously. And now my internet is starting to die again. And then the brakes don't particularly want to work. Jesus Christ. The vibrations. You even when the race is terrible. Yeah, I mean, compared to you, like, you know, at least try to not lose my mind immediately. Like, you seriously need to work with your anger issues a bit. Like, I mean, I have temper issues, but like, I look like a patron saint against you. Even when I go completely unhinged.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I mean, I've slapped my thigh hard enough that like my hand hurts, so it's like...
Faster car approaching. Watch it up.
Could we finally get the pit window open, or did they misconfigure the pit window? Because I think they said that we're gonna have tire change, but like, I don't know. I mean, I'm probably gonna do that, considering how terribly I'm struggling to just get this thing. So, you know, stop. Like, do anything.
Car coming up behind.
Funny thing is, down the straight, usually with flat spotted tires, down the straight it's fine. It is like the area where you mostly feel them. In the corners you don't really feel them. In ACC it seems, you feel them mainly in like braking zone and when you're turning, kind of. But like not in the straights really. Like just running straights, no vibrations. I turn my wheel slightly, then I feel them. So maybe there's a bit of a center dead spot that's usually you don't feel because, you know, usually you don't have forces going through the wheel much when you're not traveling straight. I mean, outside of like curbs, but like even those you can still feel. Yeah, what position am I running? GT4 P4 right now. Ah, that's weird. It's a bit confusing because there's definitely a GT4 in front of me. Oh, he's a lap down. Ah, I see. Because that's my internet just deciding to heading into the final corner cut out again. Because that's the thing we have to deal with for tonight as well. Just like everything goes fucky wucky. Finally. Finally. How far are you behind it? You just responded to my comments on your anger issues, I'm assuming. Because that's like quite a bit. I mean, my internet issues cutting out parts of the stream probably aren't helping you. Let's get into the pits and put a fresh set on. This is terrible right now to drive. I've done enduros in this car. I think I haven't raced really enduro here, but I think I have done like a 60-minute race on a single tire set on this track. It's still fun to speak to you, and you make me laugh there so much. That's nice to hear. Let's come in and just put some fresh rubber on this damn thing. Fuck. We locked up and we might get even pit speeding at this point. This is going from like bad to even worse. Whoa. Holy shit. The tires just failed on me, I think there. I think I had a puncture there. Or something. Like the tire just refused to let me normally slow down there. It was very weird, that lockup. It locked only one wheel up, the others just didn't. Considering we were driving in a straight line, this is very strange indeed. No, I don't have my water with me. Come on.
Mandatory stop and start here. Come on, let's go. Low tire pressure, stay clear of the curbs.
Right. And there goes a bunch of another frames. We're at 7,000 frames dropped at this point. 4.2% of the entire stream was just wiped off the face of the earth because my internet provider is incapable of, you know, not eating the packets. Nom 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 nom. He's just so freaking hungry that he keeps eating my packets. Right, the car is a bit real happy right now on the brakes. I'm saying on the brakes. Well, on the corner exit, that's normal. Sort of. I'm also carrying a bit more fuel than I actually need. Because I think I started the race with like 90 liters or so. Well, we've so far burned like 30. Yeah, this is fine. It's totally not that I packed like, you know, enough fuel to run another race. That is fine.
Faster car coming up behind you. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Frame minutes, it's getting bigger. It's buffering a lot. Don't tell me YouTube is also bugging out as well. Just press the live button and get there. Like, I'm definitely outputting fine right now for the most part. It's just, oh. I can't even finish the freaking sentence before I drop a bunch of frames again. This is the issue. I just lose like 5 seconds of footage every now and then, and it's just gone.
We're halfway through. Keep pushing.
But otherwise it's working fine. Just... Oh great, well... It's like fun driving around a corner and then seeing the car disappear in front. Because the internet just can't keep the freaking connection open. But yeah, as I said, my internet has been messing up before even the race started. But like, unfortunately, I had the choice of either I'm gonna restart the router to fix the problem, and not make the race, or make the race. You could guess what my choice is. Like, it's very simple. I'm gonna do the race. I mean, we're not doing any further streaming tonight. I'm gonna head to bed most likely and then work in the morning on some assignments. How's the race going? Not great. I had to change tires on the pit stop because they were totally and utterly destroyed with flat spots. Like, I've never flat spotted tires this badly in this game. In this game specifically. I think I've done it in R-Factor 2 before, but like not in ACC. Oh, it is. Oh well, that's the guy that was a lap down. Right. Never mind. Nothing special happens. Not fighting anyone. I don't think. Outside of the Porsche Cayman behind us, I think there's no one in this race who will fight us before the end. But yeah, we've had some run-ins with an Alpine driver. I didn't particularly drive cleanly around them, but like, he didn't either. Interesting. Yeah, Monza is an interesting track. It kind of sucks. Similar to, in the same vein as Le Mans sucks. I shall elaborate in a moment. Because the problem with that circuit is, you can't even, like, you will inexplicably lose a huge chunk of time without any reasoning on that circuit. And the reason for that is, if you don't run the 2000% perfect exit out of corners, you will lose so much time down the straightaways. And this is an issue at Le Mans and at Monza. Like at Le Mans, you can lose multiple seconds just because you don't run the chicanes, like, picture perfect. And in case you're in the race and you want to run someone down, you're just screwed at Monza. Monza is just a losing game. Anytime you lose is completely lost. You can't make it back up. Even if you're faster than the other guy. Like, the gains that are available on that circuit are just none. You are just stuck there and you just lose time and lose time and lose time and lose time. You can't actually win at Monza. Like, it's just a losing game, effectively. St. Mendrix pays in the Reitner. I mean, the writer is the writer. It's even at Monza, it's not particularly that great. And oh yeah, in the writer, you need to remember at Monza the default aggressive preset ships with engine map 4. You need to switch it up to engine map 1. Ask Alex about that one. You might know that still. Because me and him, like some time ago, ran a writer championship with some rounds in the KTM Crossbow, some rounds in the, well, the writer. He won actually at Monza. The other rounds I won. I won the championship that way. As my stream decided to die again for a moment. And it's even worse now. Pain, I'm sorry, Greg. Seems the YouTube issue is back also from Sunday. Because Blip had issues there as well. Just watching the stream on Sunday night, Sunday to Friday, Sunday to Monday night, that Porsche Cup race. God, could you just like briefly stop dropping frames so I can finish my sentence? Thank you. that race I finished.
Faster car coming up behind you.
That race he had for some reason the stream was buffering and like all of that stuff. We don't understand why, because my connection was perfect in that one. And I tried switching servers and everything, that didn't fix anything. Today, however, I started the stream and I got into rolling and qualifying, and then it just the connection started to become funky. I stopped a lap or two in, start seeing like massive lag spikes, and it's like, oh well, wait, I need to switch the profile, I guess. And then I run across the line one lap, and it takes like 5 seconds for me to get my lap time written in. It's like, yep, that's my internet, not YouTube this time. But it should be fine for the most part. The stream should be fluent, till it isn't. Famous words. It should fluently run, the connection is fine. But it will every like 2 or so minutes, it just cuts out like 5 seconds and they're just gone. And we have to basically deal with it. Every 1 or 2 minutes we hit this problem. It's just someone is eating my packets. Someone is really hungry in my home network, and he just likes eating packets. Num 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 num. I have a decent guess what it could be then. It's probably the repeater then, not the router, causing the issues. Because they're infamous for like eating packets. And the repeater is the one that actually connects me to the router downstairs. The ISP provider router gets the internet. I get it over a repeater upstairs because, you know, I would get murdered if I drilled holes upstairs, so, you know, we're not doing this. And then here it runs into a small 5-port switch from where it is connected over a LAN cable to my PC over here. This works fine. Like, genuinely does for the most part. And the repeater does provide a 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi network to my phone and stuff that I use here upstairs, but like, the repeater itself is connected over 5 GHz to the router downstairs. It's just, I do know that there's like, I've for long used Wi-Fi on my PC directly, and it's just, I know specific issues with like 5 GHz having, if you're getting like just a bit too far away, which my room is, it just starts eating packets that way, and Wi-Fi in general is notorious for eating them. Which is fine for web browsing, it's just when you're doing video games, Wi-Fi is just, if you lose packets, like that's not good. We're seeing that tonight. A bit more of an extreme example. And Wi-Fi isn't particularly great for data speeds, but that only matters if you have a NAS on your home network. Because moving data onto and off your NAS is a lot more fun when you have like a gigabit connection to the NAS, which with some $6 Snaky Boy is quite doable. Yeah. But yeah, and the other issue of like 2.4 GHz, it's slow. And yeah, your Bluetooth devices, your my VR headset, all of them act like microwaves, all act as Wi-Fi jammers. I've very much had to fuck around and find out that like I jammed my own, I dropped the connection on a few races of mine due to the fact that I was using VR. Because my room effectively turned into a 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi jammer. Just for some reason the index communicating with the base stations is quite effective at that. The controller's even worse, which is why I kind of figured it out when I was using full body tracking, which is it very much revealed the problem very transparently in that sense. And yeah, we did what we did. Figured it out. Make corrections, and I've been using this network setup for like 2 years, I think, at this point. Yeah. I just replaced the hard drives recently on that server. But otherwise it's been like... I mean, it had an uptime of like 360 days, so I had like a restart at some point. The Kubernetes nodes that I was using, they were like... like, Poma was going towards 500 days or something. Utterly wacky. Well, I think she was like even at 600, that node. That master ACC node. And even Brosamy was up to some like over 300 from where I replaced Selen last year. But yeah, now I have Sakuna and Pippa as my Kubernetes nodes. Because I want to upgrade the version of Alpine this is already gone, because the support ended for the Alpine for 3.15, which I was using up until that point. Yeah. I think... No, I didn't do that last week. I did that 2 weeks ago, I think. I did that 2 weeks ago at this point. And we upgraded Kubernetes. And also installed like Archer on my main system. Might need to do it on the stream, but like I don't know if I'm gonna do this week. I don't know. I'll have to see stuff. I mean, I was having the same connection issues sort of in my first stream on Arch, actually. I was dealing with very similar issues on that stream. And there the router was needed to be restarted. Nothing else worked. But yeah, that's I mean, Greg is gone at this point, probably. Need to get practicing anyway for 160 minutes of Daytona and retrack. Yeah, yeah, it's amusing. I switched to it to one, but it was interesting to do 150.5, which ironically is one of my fastest times in Monza. Yeah, I mean 150.5 is actually pretty good with the writer. I think I've gotten qualifying sub 50 on the writer, but it's like that was probably prior to 1.9, and it's like I don't know, that is genuinely like good times, especially race pace and stuff. I do remember having brought it once like to an open lobby race and just definitely a case of fuck around and finding out, and I found out very much. Giving it enough brake ducts though is important, I think. It otherwise has issues with just stopping because you overheat the brakes in the long braking zones. Because it does need some time to brake. After all, you're running it basically with 0 wing and the rest of settings. It is a bit interesting when you bring that car to Spa. I've actually drove in a sort of big grid race there at Spa. There's a fight that I had with what's his name, Bunatix. He was a streamer at some point. I think he's gone inactive some time ago. He might get some of his skinning tutorials at times linked to you if you ask for them or stuff like that. Because he was more of a video creator first and then a driver, but he wasn't like that actually bad as a driver. I think he just very quickly burned out in driving. But he just kept going. And he ended up behind me for some reasons towards the end. So we had a fight there on the closing laps in that race. And it's like The right was decently unstable up the hill. Because I ran like 5 wing and just I had to brake still and slow down and just hold on for dear life. Hello Joe, how are you doing? I'm alive, I guess. I talked about this a bit earlier, but like, it's, I don't know, sort of left in limbo emotion-wise a bit, but I guess we're not focusing too much about that. I was lost and thought, and when I get distracted, that's a good idea perhaps. Except for the part that I need to do, get stuff done a bit. Except I distract myself with actually the exercises. Very funny concept. In any case, I mean, we're running P4 in class. It's not going great. They butchered it's like, oh hey, I'm gonna have some fun with the Maserati, dominate some noobs, and it's like, no. This didn't work out. Not in the slightest tonight. Having also, you know, connection issues. And severely other problems. So it's just, it's pain. Just like a bunch of problems. If you see suddenly the stream freeze up for a few seconds and then continue, like, yeah, that's just my internet doing it. It's been happening all race, but like, it's just, I can't do anything outside of retiring, you know, and like, when I'm retiring. It's as simple as that. Yeah, I have to wait for Wednesday to go to that office to talk to them and be like, why has that not been solved? Why is it's not written in? And hopefully it's just, well, they forgot or they just haven't gotten around to it and not something else. Because that's fine, there's nothing particularly lost, but like, the consequences otherwise, like, can be quite dire. We shall see. Hopefully I have the willpower to actually do it. I'm tempted to do a bit, but I don't know, lol. What bet? Well, how's the race again? We're getting our ass handed to us by a bunch of noobs. That's what's happening. I don't know how high rated the Alpine driver is, because he wasn't on the intro list last time I checked. But I mean, he's not winning, considering he had some incidents with me. But you know, some of the genetic drivers did similar things to this BMW, you know, but like, so this gives you a rough idea of what we're dealing with here with the skill level, kind of. But yeah, I thought the Maserati was competitive enough to, you know, to show up in a grid of like Genetas and other things and just be like, yeah, I can just have a bit of fun, you know, it balances it all out, I'm not completely slamming them into the ground. No, the car's too slow. And I utterly destroyed the tires on the first stint. So we lost like 5 seconds, although I think most drivers around our position anyway pitted for tires, and like, it doesn't matter because we're 32 seconds behind the next car who has pitted, so it's like, yeah, we're not doing particularly well in pace. This is horrifically terribly slow. So yeah, I don't know if I will continue in this series or if I'm able to change cars. I don't know. I mainly signed up for it because the grid was like, no one was signed up yet for it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put the car in, but like, no, there's actually grid, so it's like, you know, I felt obligated to drive, but like, maybe I just, you know, should withdraw from it because I'm driving enough series, and it's like, on the other hand, I'm not driving that much. I don't have any series during the week anymore, I'm running races mainly.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I run my V-Track every other Saturday. I run the Porsche Cup with Trackalicious on, well, the night from Sunday to Monday. But it's effectively Sunday evening in America. So I'll run that. The season has just wrapped up, but the next season is starting next week. So let's see if I can defend my title in that one. I mean, if it rains more, then it's probably easy, but like... me and a dry didn't particularly do too hard, although... if I hadn't qualified last, because I could get a lap in, you know, we could have actually maybe challenged Knappan, but like... he was also really fast at Paul Ricard's. So I don't know, it's difficult. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't particularly too happy with... right now for Spa if I get top 5 at Monza. Do we wanna do it? Or do you mean I have to drive the writer for Spa if you get top 5 in Monza? Oh, come on. I hope that didn't, like, just get dropped. But yeah. Do you say you will drive the writer in Spa if you do top 5 in Monza, or do you drive, or should I drive the writer if you do top 5 in Monza? It's not completely clear. Although I would, if we're gonna run both races, which I should if things aren't like completely run out of control. If just paperwork stuff is sorted, then yeah, I think I will wanna go for the 100% of the available points scored. So win 6 races. Which, with 2 dropped scores, you get the maximum amount of points that anyone can score. And I'm kind of aiming to do that. I mean, for me, it really only matters in terms of the championship. I need to score a minimum of 2 points to wrap the drivers up, and a minimum of 11 points to wrap the teams up. Or for teams, it would also be enough that either Blaney or Rescal don't turn up for one of the 2 races, because they have to finish 1-2, and I not score more. Me and Asa not score more than 11 points for them to win. It is like this far that like they have to do stuff like that, but I think it's probably gonna be wrapped up before the green flag drops there. Effectively. I think the teams is gonna be wrapped up when the green flag drops, and the drivers is gonna be wrapped up probably at the same time, because I don't think we will have... maybe we have enough grid size that it would be mathematically possible for me to not win it. Because I think, what did we have in terms of grid size last round? 14, something like that? Yeah, at that point we would... I would have to, like... well, it would be still enough to get away with finishing last. You know, I don't... if we can avoid having to, like, win it by... I don't remember, but it's just a kick. Yeah, I mean, maybe if I have the time, I run Track GT the final round at Spa with the rider. I don't think I want to do V-Track with it. So 1 round special. I think I'm free that weekend. I think I haven't committed to a race yet, although I'm not sure. I have to see. Some stuff has to be read now. Maybe we'll think about that. I don't know. I don't know what side to cheer for. What do you mean with like the championship? It is so wrapped up that like it's borderline impossible for me to win it without turning up. Which is a bit scary of a fourth right now, considering my headspace. Anyway, on my stream, you know. Either way, it's... I mean, my internet hasn't been doing particularly too hot today either. But it is what it is, as we say. Yeah, you did ask earlier, correct me if I'm wrong, but new socks? No, they are not, well, they're kind of, but like, they're not that new. They've actually gone through one washing cycle already, so that says something. Not much. They're my most recent, but like, they're still like, I don't know, 6 months old or something. Oh, come on. The packet monster in my internet connection has eaten another few packets. Yeah, they're not new. They're 6 months out, at least. But like they're my newest right now. I have another set of yellow and black striped ones. I bought those two together. I mean, I could look at my Amazon history and it would show up there when I bought them. We've got the Team Iris and the right and see how we do, Lamar. That would be an idea for for Track GT. And see how we fuck around and find out at Spa. I was completely off the mark in turn 1, but sure, it's sector 3 that is costing me my time. Whatever, crew chief. Oh, that was a bit much curb. Right, about a minute 33 left in this thing. We will finally be... What would it be? Absolved of our sin? We can leave the mortal plane finally! This is over! My soul can just leave my body finally and depart to heaven. We're nearly done with this damn thing. Not heaven, it's like I'm definitely not going to heaven. Not lately, but like... how do you know? I'm not great either. Oh well, that's meant to that again. Yeah, it came back. You can definitely see him drive up there. Yeah, I'm probably too absent from the streams to notice. Yeah, I mean, I did get called out by B-Lip. It wasn't last week, it was 2 weeks ago. During... Oh, come on. got called out by Bielip during the Nürburgring 24 hours that this would be like my 20th stream running the same pair of them. It was the yellow and black one, and it's just like, oops. I do have to admit, I don't wash them regularly. I collect all of them and then collectively wash them. And like, I don't change them every single race, it's just fine necessary. But like, the problem becomes is like, oh yeah, you've been running these basically like for nearly 2 months. And it's like, oh shit. Yeah, that's not good, Chief. That's really not good. That needs to be changed up. So yeah. Been there. Although I think I didn't use the red and whites too much when I originally got them. But I mean, you are more intermittent here than my internet issues, so... My internet issues were more consistent than kind of when you turn up, which is fine. Like, I don't mind. It's just keeping you up to date on things happening is a bit more difficult in that sense. But like, I can't even remember when, like, what the last 5 times you were here, and it's probably like a span of multiple months. That spans those. But I mean, I hope you still enjoy your stay then. Unfortunately, it's just the quality of this one is just not gonna be great with how many dropped frames we suffered and everything. And you know, just like, I mean, I did drive okay-ish, but like, the second stint was very boring, the driver behind me couldn't do anything, and the driver in front of me had just vanished already by that time. So we just wrap this damn thing up. And finish the race. Oh hey, goodbye. Oh fuck. That was a last minute evasion because I just didn't want to rear hit the guy with full speed. When they teleported into the floor and came, I knew they would come back, most likely, but like, damn, I did not expect them to be that slow. That caught me out completely. Right, okay. Throw my gloves, I guess. I do need to download something for AC, actually. And that is, what's his name? DDF Racer's, track. Because I haven't had time to do this. I should have kept my gloves on, because we could have driven a bit of AC. Well, I mean, my internet's still shit, but like, how many dropped frames are we up now to? 11,000. 11,000. I mean, we've been live for nearly 1.5 hours, but like, that's 3.7% still of the stream. It's not consistently, so there's large chunks of the stream that are just fine, and then there's just suddenly 5 seconds missing. So it's like, and then it's back to being fine, and then it's gone again. It's pain. We were gonna. I know it's probably just internet devices that seemingly for some reason refuse to just work like normal devices, you know? So yeah, I think I saw today a meme of just like you shaking your router, telling it to like function like a normal device, and it's like, when I could watch you stream more regularly. Yeah, I mean, I also don't stream regularly enough. I don't set schedules. I suddenly turn live on and like see what happens. Like I ran late here for the qualifying, so you know, there is that. It's like not great. Yeah, it's a catch. Well, let's see if I have time then. It's always also a question of I have time. I genuinely haven't streamed that much recently. I mean, the last few months I have genuinely not streamed that often. Where is it in my life section? I mean, the last few weeks it's been okay-ish, but like still, it's not much really. Where do we are? Like October starts here. We have Pan Am, BHR. Some an additional stream because I couldn't read a calendar correctly. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 in 1 week there. Then we have Trackalicious on the 8th, and on the 12th the Toga race. So there's like it's like from, I mean, October I think my university started up, so like that was like full race streams. Then we have 2 the next week basically, and like another 5. No, wait, that's a test stream. That wasn't kind. .NET coding and then Toga again. Web effective flare. Few here. I don't know. I mean, October we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's not too bad, you know, 15. And then, since November started, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 today. Honestly, I'm not doing too badly. I'm nearly streaming every other day. That's actually, like, way higher than I thought it would be. Huh. Like, genuinely, that's quite high. But the thing is, I think I stream a lot on, like, weekends at times. And, like, sometimes it's just, like, multiple streams in, like, 1 weekend. Which bunches up. If you participate in any open events at the start of the year, we'll be able to race with you. Do you have any in mind? I mean, I do run the Toga Championship next season, which would be next year. Funny how that works. Yeah, Toga would run. When does it start? Because I finished, obviously, I won the last season of the Toga Multiclass Championship, and the next one would start then. But that runs on Thursdays, that's the thing. They run on Thursdays, starting January. Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. Central European time, so it's like, that's not ideal for you, probably. I've been running, as I said, Trackalicious on Sunday evenings, American time. But that one will wrap up December 18th, although they will probably start on the season in January then, we have to say. Like, the attendance has been a like 10 to 15 car grid with the Porsche Cup. It functions as a support series to the main GT3 championship. So we basically run a Porsche Cup race on that track. And then the GT3 get out there and drive after us. So the official broadcast basically covers our Porsche Cup race, then switches over to the GT3 coverage. And that's how that works. It's interesting. I don't have any interest in running the GT3. And the advantage of that is they run the Porsche Cup a bit earlier, so it's a bit easier for me to, you know, attend the Porsche Cup. It's a 35-minute race. I'm done by like 2:30 a.m. and go to bed, which is like halfway reasonable for me even. You know, it isn't even that bad for me, which is kind of like nice. Otherwise, I don't think too much is going. I haven't done commitments really for next year yet. Like, we're mainly thinking about what we're running till the end of the year in terms of enduros maybe, and like main series commitments I've done. I've already, I think, committed to all that I want to do this year, at this point, which would be Porsche Cup. I'm finishing up V-Track, and then V-Track and running, what's it called, the GT4 Cup with Track EU, which was Sunday at EU time, which finishes and also in December. And yeah, I've obviously committed now to the Multiclass Championship here, which finishes also in December. We'll have to see with that one if I've run that more on Mondays. we shall see. I don't know. It's up in the air. I don't feel like I'm gonna drive more rounds with the Maserati. I hope that it'd be a bit more competitive, but like it just won't. And like, I'm not here to torture myself. I was just having fun. And if I can't switch to if they don't let me switch to the Alpine, I will likely just retire if it didn't get rid of it. We shall see. Right, I think this for the most part wraps most of these things up at this point. Right. I mean, we do have, yeah. I think this wraps everything we want. Oh yeah, right, I want to download the track, but we can do that off stream. I'm not doing anything that I'm broadcasting, so we might as well get off stream for this. I mean, I could test the track on stream, you know, but like, I don't think I'm gonna drive any more further tonight. But yeah, my system time is still wrong, which says it's 2140 when it is clearly 2240, because a fun thing of dual booting Linux and Windows is, Linux seems to set the system time to Unix time, internally. It will display to you, obviously, your time in the correct time zone, but like internally it sets the system clock to Unix time. So when you boot into Windows, it's like, well, the clock is just this time, and like Windows for some reason does not bother to just on boot refresh the system clock. So you're stuck just being like an hour in the past till you do it manually, because the system hasn't been on for like 2 hours or so. And like Windows just hasn't been able to be bought. No, not 2 hours. I switched it on just before the stream, so it's like, what, an hour 40, and it hasn't bothered to update it. Just great Windows stuff, and that's my keyboard file now. But yeah, just great Windows stuff. Yeah, Linux immediately does that, and it's fine. It doesn't care, but like Windows is like, no, I want to save the freaking system time as like in the time zone, which is kind of doesn't make sense and causes issues and like whatever. Just Windows things. Some Discord to ask about the events. Is that okay? I think. Here from yeah, I'm still on the NASA's Discord. I think I'm still marked as a steward there, but like I formally submitted at this point my retirement out of that position because I mean I had jumped like a few months back into like doing one event when they needed me, but like I've been really not active and it's not fair. So it's like we were sorting stuff out in that front, and once that's all done, it's all good, right? I think this wraps it up nicely. I think I'm gonna definitely call it a night at this point and sort some stuff out. Right. Okay then. Good night, and I think the next stream would be Saturday, according to schedule at least. We shall see. We definitely shall see. Yeah, this. I will sort some of this paperwork stuff out, hopefully. And depending on that, we see how it starts on Saturday. Bye.